Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for a liftoff. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hoosiers will boot it away to start the game. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Power football with the run. Sweet cut there. At the 45, on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught behind the line. It's Frederick. And this one will be...
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Complete in the middle.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The option look. He'll pitch it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Runs through the tackle. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives his offense a first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Got some room in under the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars. You take advantage offensive tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll leave it with him. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Indiana.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Houston offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He uncorks one deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quick strike complete. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
At the 33. And a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Houston 14, Indiana 0.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Jackson will throw. Got his man on the outside. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using the quick game. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Indiana 7.
He'll bring it out. It's straight. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice...
Oh, look out. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
He's tackled at the 42-yard line. Now, a fourth down.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Houston will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Jackson gonna throw it. Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Houston. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They'll throw it on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
The give on the inside. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened
there. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Oh, he wants it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Jackson gonna throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
On second down, wants to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Catch in the middle. It's Sanford. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Gets it out fast. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's out to 37.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. On the option. The pitch. Knocked off his feet.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sanford. Pulls his way forward. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively. You've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Hoosiers in the hurry up. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as we saw in that last play, getting a first down.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. Jackson will throw. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Hoosiers have this offense rolling.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Tuna! Squirrel! Terrier!
Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Rams him with the stiff arm. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
First and goal, Indiana.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Brings up second and goal.
Wants to fire on second down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14.
That makes the score. Houston, 28. Indiana, 14.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Young. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. On the option. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense has got it, and they're trying to pick up some yards. Touchdown, Indiana! The defense takes matters into their own hands. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over USC. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. dances away from one. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back. And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with the stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Frederick. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Jackson gonna throw it. He makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
How about the defense coming up in the clutch? I need a stop. They can go down the field and tie this game up. I'm in a tough situation. How do I respond? Forcing the turnover. Offense, go do your thing. Get me a first down. Finish this ballgame.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that stings. Your offense has a chance to salt the game away, run the clock out, and you're trying to make a play. You decide to throw the football, which we can talk about that decision later on down the road, but you throw the INT. Now you better hope your defense bails you out.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's West. They get him down after he makes the catch. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by what you've seen from this defensive line in the game because they're getting to the quarterback, they're getting sacks, and when they can't get there, they're putting their arms up and they're batting balls down. So impressive watching this D-line go to work.
Jackson will throw. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? When you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. He wants to throw it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Jackson gonna throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Makes the grab. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
At the 32-yard line. First down for the offense.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make
It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away, while lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is up to you. And now you'll choose. Here, you'll choose to create a coach. Congratulations. It's time.